On September 7th, Carlos Alcaraz added another shining trophy to his rapidly growing collection. Playing at the iconic Arthur Ashe Stadium, the Spaniard showcased some top-notch tennis to power past Jannik Sinner. Alcaraz dropped just one set throughout the entire tournament, sealing the final in 4 sets, 6-2, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4, over 2 hours and 42 minutes of intense action. At just 22 years and 125 days old, he became the second youngest player ever to bag 6 Grand Slam titles. 2 French Opens, 2 Wimbledons, and now 2 US Opens. This victory not only marked his second US Open crown and 6th major overall but also sent him soaring back to the #1 spot in the ATP rankings, overtaking Sinner, who held it for a solid 65 weeks. And yes, he's walking away with a hefty cash prize, though it probably won't stay all in one piece. US Open 2025 prize money for men's singles champion. With the 2025 US Open, Carlos Alcaraz will take home a staggering $90 million in total compensation, as announced by the United States Tennis Association, a 20% boost from the $75 million total prize pool in 2024. Both men's and women's singles champions pocketed a record $5 million each, which is a huge 39% jump from the $3.6 million awarded last year. On top of that, the USTA has stepped up support by covering players' travel costs, providing a $1,000 travel stipend, 2 hotel rooms or $600 per day for alternatives, and free racket stringing for up to 5 rackets per round. This prize money hike follows a letter from top-ranked players urging all 4 Grand Slam organizers, including the US Open, to substantially increase player compensation. Still, the full prize won't be pocketed by Alcaraz due to tax rules. Tax rules for foreign athletes in the US. Alcaraz's $5 million prize from winning the 2025 US Open comes with significant tax deductions due to his status as a non-resident alien in the US. Under federal tax laws, players like Carlos Alcaraz face a tax rate of roughly 30% on US-sourced income, which means about $1.5 million will be deducted right off the top. On top of that, New York State applies an additional tax estimated at around 10%, knocking off another $500,000 from his winnings. This leaves Alcaraz with a net amount of approximately $3 million after taxes. Despite this hefty tax bite in the US, Alcaraz benefits from the Spain-US double taxation treaty, which ensures he won't be taxed again on the same prize money back in his home country. This treaty protects foreign athletes from being doubly taxed, a key relief given the large earnings involved. So, while the taxes reduce his initial winnings, Carlos will avoid paying these taxes twice, making the net payout slightly more manageable for the young superstar. Carlos Alcaraz's net take-home prize money. The Spaniard's net take-home prize money from his 2025 US Open win is notably less than the headline $5 million payout. After federal taxes of around 30%, New York state taxes, and other deductions, his actual amount shrinks significantly. On top of taxes, Alcaraz has to pay about 10% in agent fees, plus an additional 5 to 10% going toward coaching, physiotherapy, travel, and other essential expenses that come with being at the top of the game. Factoring all this in, the young star's real take-home from the US Open title is closer to $2.5 to $2.7 million. While the prize money itself is record-breaking and hugely impressive for any athlete, the necessary cuts for support and management mean the amount Alcaraz keeps is more modest but still a major payday for a 22-year-old tennis superstar carving out a historic career. Carlos Alcaraz's net worth and career prize money so far. The 22-year-old's career prize money soared to around $53.5 million after his sensational win at the 2025 US Open, making a big splash on the ATP's official records. Just this season alone, he's bagged $15,631,652 in prize money across 7 titles, underlining his dominance and consistency at the highest level. Winning the US Open final on September 7 secured him a record $5 million prize, the biggest single payout in tennis history, while boosting his overall earnings to new heights. Off the court, Alcaraz's net worth continues to climb thanks to lucrative endorsement deals with brands like Nike and Rolex, solidifying his status as a global tennis icon. At just 22, he's already one of the sport's wealthiest and most successful players, combining massive prize money with multi-million-dollar advertising contracts to build an impressive financial empire. Now, while headlines trumpet Carlos Alcaraz's $5 million US Open prize, the real story is that after federal and New York state taxes, agent fees, and coaching costs, his take-home shrinks by nearly 40 to 45%. That means instead of pocketing the full amount, he'll likely walk away with around $2.50 to $3 million. But still, his record-breaking 2025 season shows no sign of slowing, setting the stage for even bigger milestones ahead.